Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our /JustNoMil. In today's episode, MIL only talks to me when she comments on my body. MIL said we're sick because of solar flares and celestial shifts, not COVID. I am refusing to visit my MIL after she fat-shamed me following the birth of my baby. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. MIL only talks to me when she comments on my body. I'm 6 weeks pages my MIL makes a comment about my body every time I see her, and I'm getting really frustrated at this point. You look tired. You look better than last week. Are you losing weight? When are you planning to work out? Ever since I became pregnant, she feels like our relationship changed and she could comment on my body freely. I'm taking care of a newborn. My body right now is the least of my concern. I barely have time to do chores, let alone work out. I'm not sure if this is a way for her to bond with me, but I just find it pretty insensitive since most moms PP are insecure about their bodies. English isn't her first language, so the only time she talks to me is when she makes comments like these. Could be the hormones, so tell me if I'm thinking too much into this, or if I should bring this up to my husband again. Hey MIL, did ya know? Statistics show that vicious old hags that body shame their DL don't get to spend time with their grandchild. So keep it polite, or you're banned. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend MIL SDFU. I'm not sure MIL, you've looked better too. When are you planning to work out? I would utilize the different cultures and say, oh wow, MIL. In my culture that is a rude comment/question, but do it nicely like you are educating her. I'm sorry if I lead you to believe my body was ever up for discussion. Do not talk about my body again. That's such a hurtful thing to say. Please stop commenting on my appearance. You should shut it down yourself. Let that be the very last time you make a comment about my body. In my culture, it's incredibly disrespectful to comment on anyone's body. It's even worse if it's someone you pretend to love. MIL said we're sick because of solar flares and celestial shifts, not COVID. My MIL is a little bit, a load a bit, tinfoil hat. She's scared of 5G, is a flat earther, etc. Pretty much any conspiracy theory you can think of, she believes it. Which includes, of course, distrusting anything in the medical world, i.e. believing COVID is fake. My entire family caught COVID recently, including my 2-month-old twins and 18-month-old toddler. It's been hell, and we're still not fully recovered. Many sleepless nights and anxiety, just hoping my babies get better soon. Not fun. My MIL messages me yesterday on FB Messenger because she'll only use Wi-Fi, no phones with data allowed, and says, hope the family is feeling well. I reply, it's been rough, but hopefully on the mend soon. She's replies with, copy and pasted from Messenger. Just a side note. We have had the strongest solar flares maybe in history. Our bodies are purging a shift load of old patterns, etc. On the physical doesn't feel the greatest. In the end, it does serve us. It's not COVID. It's this. It will be over soon. Much love. I just reacted with the laughing emoji and didn't reply. I don't think solar flares are causing my children to be so congested that they can barely breathe. But thanks MIL for the wise insight. Home Wi-Fi signals emit more electromagnetic radiation than cell phone towers. Bless her heart. Yes, bless it. Bless the shit out of it. Not to mention Facebook Messenger. Like, of all the platforms for the paranoid delusional crowd to trust, they seem to gravitate to the one that actually admits to spying on you. She'll only use Wi-Fi? Doesn't she know that China is mind-controlling Polish people with Wi-Fi? I am refusing to visit my MIL after she fat-shamed me following the birth of my baby. I, 26F, and my husband, 26M, just welcomed our first baby a few months ago. Him and I are overjoyed, and I am so in love with our tiny bundle. My family has been super supportive, bringing us dinners and making sure we had time for napping while we adjusted to parent life. My husband's family is different from mine in a lot of ways. They didn't want to visit us and only wanted us to come to them. They live about 20 minutes away and didn't really care to offer much for support following the birth. We were fine with it and brought our baby over when we were able to, around 3 times a month. After the first month, my MIL began commenting about how much she prioritized losing the baby weight after she had her first baby. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I thought she was just voicing her experience as many people do when they are around babies. She then started commenting on my baby's chubby cheeks and how similar they are to mine. I felt a bit hurt, but let it slide once again. The final straw was when my husband was talking to her casually about my wanting to start going on runs again and how we were planning on making it work since our baby is very attached to me. She very loudly said, "You're thinking about trying to run? Shouldn't you start with walking?" His whole family was in the room and looked at me waiting for my answer. I am an avid runner who only stopped due to my pregnancy, and her comment really hurt. When I was a teenager, I had a really bad eating disorder, one that I am still struggling with. Comments on my body or physical abilities are hurtful to hear, and she is someone who I knew talked about people's bodies behind their backs, but I didn't think she would be so mean to my face. I am not skinny by any means, but live a healthy and active lifestyle, so weight should not be my concern. This is where I feel like the asshole. I don't want to see her anymore. She makes me feel like crap about myself, and my husband is backing me up 100%. His mom is angry because she thinks we are just keeping her grandchild away from her and believes it is unfair. He goes there without me, but it is difficult to take our baby because she is exclusively breastfed and refuses bottles of any kind. Ida? Edit. After reading the first few comments, I realized that I left out some info. I am currently 5 months postpartum and have been fully cleared by my doctor to begin my running regimen. If she says these comments to you, she will say awful body comments to your child one day. Don't see her anymore. As someone who suffered from an ED, it can bring up a lot of stress/trauma when body comments are unnecessarily made, even to those who are past that part of their life. These comments from MIL are abusive and cruel. If you have to see her again, MIL, at least I don't have a big fat mouth like you do. SDFU about my body and start considering why LO won't have a relationship with you. Just tell her you've taken her little comments and digs about your body to heart and have decided to shed some unwanted weight. SHE is the unwanted weight. She can now wallow in the consequences of her own actions. Yeah, she's not only commenting on your postpartum body, but also your baby's cheeks. Next time you see her and she says something rude, say, "Wow, you're so incredibly rude." Please don't comment on other people's body and look her up and down. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.